is ethyl benzene treated with chlorine with 1 mole at in presence of H nu, that means light, sunlight, to produce A plus B. These two are isomers of each other, where A is the major product. We have to identify the structure of A and B first, and then A with alcoholic KOH produces C, as well as B also in presence of alcoholic KOH produces C. That means these two give the same product when they treated with alcoholic KOH separately. So you have to identify A, B and C. So identify A, B and C. First, ethyl benzene when treated with chlorine. Ethyl benzene when treated with chlorine, CH3, chlorine with 1 mole in presence of H nu, it produces two different parts, because here the CH3 group, this is 1 degree and this is 2 degree. There are two different type of hydrogen atoms, and that's why if or whenever 1 degree hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine, because this is a substitution, radical substitution reaction, whenever the 1 degree hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine atom, this will be the product, plus when 2 degree hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine atom, this will be the product. But among these two structures, we know that 2 degree free radical is more stable than that of 1 degree, because 2 degree free radical enjoys the hyperconjugation stability as well as the resonance stability with the benzene ring. That's why 2 degree free radical is more stable. So this product will be the major, and hence A, this is A, according to the question, this is A and this will be the B. Now if or whenever A is treated with alcoholic KOH, we know that A is treated with alcoholic KOH, a double bond forms because dehydrohalogenation occurs in presence of alcoholic KOH to form benzene ring CH double bond CH2, which is known as the 1-phenylethene. Also B when treated with alcoholic KOH, this also gives the same compound phenylethene. The trivial name of this compound is styrene. So this is the question number 1. We have discussed the answer of this question. Question is C4H9Br. Here the molecular formula of A is C4H9Br. When treated with alcoholic KOH, it gives B. B when treated with HBr gives C. A and C are isomers. A when separately treated with benzene in presence of anhydrous LCl3 produces tertiary butyl benzene. This is the structure of tertiary butyl benzene. And C when separately treated with anhydrous LCl3 gives tertiary butyl benzene. So A and C when separately treated with benzene and anhydrous LCl3 gives the same product, tertiary butyl benzene. But B when treated with H plus with benzene produces also the tertiary butyl benzene. So you have to identify A, B and C. We have to identify A, B and C, the structures of these three. Now how can we identify? First, the structures of C4H9Br. A is like this: 1 bromobutane, this is number 1. This is 2 bromobutane, number 2. This is 2 methyl, 1 bromobutane, number 3. 2 methyl, 1 bromobutane, and 2 methyl, 2 bromobutane. So these are the 4 different isomeric structures of the C4H9Br, general molecular formula C4H9Br, of which the first compound on dehydrohalogenation with alcoholic KOH produces this compound but1-ene. Second compound on same reaction produces but2-ene. So these two give the different products, but we have seen that A and C, A gives B, B when treated with HBr gives C. Now this when treated with HBr, this produces this compound. Again, this product when in presence of alcoholic KOH produces 2-methyl propene, and this also produces 2-methyl propene. This also produces 2-methyl propene. that means A and C give the same product. So either of these two will be either A or C. Now which one will be A? We have to identify. First, B when treated with HBr, it gives the Markovnikov product. Markovnikov product. So Markovnikov product. Among these two, we know that 4 is the Markovnikov product. So A and B are cancelled here. So B3, that means 3 when treated with this compound alcoholic K, which produces 2-methylpropene, as well as this compound 4 produces also 2-methylpropene. But B gives the Markovnikov product. Here 4 compound will be obtained from this compound through the Markovnikov product, and that's why B is 4. C is 4 Markovnikov product. So C is the structure 4. That means C is the 2-methyl 2-bromopropane. This is C. Therefore A is 2-methyl 1-bromopropane. Therefore B is 2-methylpropene. So A and B and C can be identified. Now if or whenever A when treated with benzene ring anhydrous AlCl3, it produces a 1 degree carbocation at first, which readily rearranges by hydride shifting produces a 3 degree carbocation, which when treated with anhydrous AlCl3 gives the tertiary butyl benzene. C also, here C, this compound also when treated with anhydrous AlCl3 in presence of benzene, so it also produces a carbocation, 3 degree carbocation, which also gives the tertiary butyl benzene. B when treated with H+, it produces also a tertiary butyl carbocation, which also gives the tertiary butyl benzene. So thus we can confirm the structures of A, B and C. So this is the structure of A, this is the structure of C, and this is the structure of B. So by reasoning we can confirm the structures of A, B and C. So these are the structures of A, B and C. 3 is this compound cyclohexene chloromethane and cyclohexyl chloromethane. Among these two compounds, which gives SN2 product with aqueous KOH. SN2 product, substitution nucleophilic bimolecular. We know that this type of reaction occurs only in case of 1 degree halide, and apparently we have seen that these two are 1 degree halide. But the problem is that if or whenever this compound undergoes the substitution reaction, it forms a carbocation like this, because this has the resonance stability. That's why it undergoes the carbocation formation. So it undergoes the SN1 reaction to give the product. So that's why this compound, which is 1 degree alkyl halide, only undergoes SN2 reaction. Therefore we can conclude that this compound only undergoes the SN2 reaction. Question number 4 is CH3CONH2, which is called the acetamide, doesn't respond in haloform test. Why? We know that CH3CO group, the compound which contains such type of group, respond in haloform test. But here the NH2 group is attached to the CH3CO group, which contains a lone pair over the nitrogen atom and undergoes a resonating structure with this CO group, carbonyl group of the acetamide, and hence the structure shows somewhat deactivating effect towards the C double bond O group. That's why no COCH3 group exists in case of acetamide, as it enjoys the resonance stability with the lone pair of the NH2 group. That's why it doesn't respond in haloform test. So we conclude that due to the presence of lone pair, it doesn't respond in haloform test. Question number 5 is, there are 4 structures given on the screen. Among these 4 compounds, which readily dehydrates? Now the question is which readily dehydrates. So during the dehydration, all of these are alcohol. So we know that alcohol gets dehydrated, ROH. First it forms in presence of acid, it forms ROH2 plus, and hence it removes the water minus H2O to form R plus carbocation. So the rate of dehydration depends on the formation of carbocation, that means stability of the carbocation. Now from number 1 the carbocation forms is, this is the carbocation from number 1. Number 2 gives such type of carbocation. Number 3 gives such type of carbocation. Now number 4 gives such type of carbocation. Among these 4 structures, the carbocation is nearer to the C double bond O group here. C double bond O, which is strongly electron withdrawing and deactivates, actually decreases the stability of the carbocation due to the presence of a strongly electron withdrawing group adjacent to the carbocation. Here the plus charge forms here. If it forms a plus charge at this position, then after dehydration it forms such type of structure, because the hydrogen atom removes from this, it forms such type of a double bond which enjoys the resonance stability with the carbonyl group, and hence this carbocation has the high stability. This carbocation, it shows the high stability through this type of resonance after the formation of the product. But this has only hyperconjugational stability. Hyperconjugational stability due to the presence of a 2 degree carbocation. 2 degree carbocation. But this carbocation is 1 degree. This is the least stable. So among these 4 structures, number 2 is the most stable carbocation, and hence this dehydrates most readily. That's why number 2 is the most stable carbocation. Through the formation of most stable carbocation, it dehydrates readily. Acid catalyzed dehydration of tertiary butanol is faster than in butanol. Why? Now the structure, first we have to draw the structure of tertiary butanol. Tertiary butanol is a 3 degree alcohol. This is a 3 degree alcohol, and when acid catalyzed dehydration occurs, it first forms a carbocation which is 3 degree carbocation. But in case of N-butanol, this is when treated with H plus, that means acid, it forms a 1 degree carbocation, 1 degree, and we know that 3 degree carbocation is more stable than that of 1 degree due to the hyperconjugational stability. Hyperconjugational stability as it contains 9 beta hydrogen atoms, but here only 2 beta hydrogen atoms are present. So this compound, this carbocation is more stable than that of 1 degree, hence it readily dehydrates. That means the dehydration of tertiary butanol is faster than that of butanol. Compound A, C5H10O5. This is the general molecular formula of the compound A, C5H10O5, which when treated with acetic anhydride, this is the formula of acetic anhydride, CH3CO2O, when treated with acetic anhydride produces this compound having molecular formula C13H18O9. Now the question is, how many OH group is present in A? How many OH group? Now we know that this is an alcohol. Alcohol when treated with acetic anhydride, AC2O, it produces this compound ROCOCH3. COCH3. So this portion comes against hydrogen. That means hydrogen is substituted, hydrogen atom of the alkyl group is substituted by the COCH3 group. So net increment is C2H3O minus hydrogen. That means this is the net increment in the molecular structure. That means C2H2O. This is the net increment in the molecular structure. But the actual increment is C13H18O9 minus C5H10O5. What is the actual increment here? This is C8, H8O4. See that here C2H2O comes for only one OH group. So C2H2O increases for only one hydroxyl group. Therefore, C8H8O4 increases for 1 by, see that this actually equal to C2H2O whole 4. That means C2H2O into 4 divided by C2H2O. So this will be cancelled. That means 4 hydroxyl groups are there. Therefore, we can conclude that compound A contains 4 hydroxyl groups. Question number 8 is predict all alkenes that would be formed by dehydrohalogenation of 1-bromo 1-methyl cyclohexane with sodium ethoxide in presence of ethyl alcohol, and identify the major alkene. Identify the major alkene. Now, first the structure of 1-bromo 1-methyl cyclohexane. 1-bromo 1-methyl cyclohexane, BrCH3. This is the compound. This when treated with a base like sodium ethoxide in ethyl alcohol. This when treated with a base, 2 products are obtained. Number 1, the dehydration takes place from either this carbon atom 1 or from this carbon atom 2. Dehydrohalogenation. Actually, it removes the HBr. Dehydrohalogenation takes place. So, it forms CH2, this compound, and the second compound will be cyclohexene. Now, these two are the isomeric compounds obtained. These two are the isomeric compounds, methyl cyclohexene. This is the methyl cyclohexene. These two are the isomeric compounds. Now, among these two structures, so which one is the major product? This compound is the major product. Why? We know that according to Sedzev rule, that alkene will be major which has more alkyl substituent. So here if we judge these two compounds, then the double bond contains only 2 alkyl group here. Here the double bond contains 2 alkyl group as well as 1 alkyl group. That means extra 1 alkyl group which enjoys the hyperconjugation of stability due to the presence of CH3. That means if or whenever the double bond occurs inside the ring, inside the cyclic system, that will be the major product with respect to the any other compound. So here this is the major product, methyl cyclohexene. 9 is in between vinyl chloride. This is vinyl chloride and ethyl chloride, which has higher dipole moment. And why? Dipole moment with respect to sigma bond, we know that this group CH2 double bond CH Cl, as chlorine is more electronegative than that of carbon, so it withdraws the electron density, hence the dipole moment direction is towards the chlorine atom. Here also in ethyl chloride, the direction of the dipole moment towards the more electronegative chlorine atom. But here, as the 3 lone pairs are present over the chlorine which enjoys the resonance stability with this pi bond, so a delocalization of the pi orbital, that means a resonating structure is obtained through this type of resonance. So chlorine here will be positive charge, that means it somewhat donates. Through sigma bond it withdraws. Through sigma bond chlorine withdraws, but through pi bond it accepts, it donates. So actually withdrawing effect increases the dipole moment, but as it donates some electron density through the pi bond by enjoying the resonance stability, so the dipole moment direction is somewhat decreased, is somewhat reversed. The electron density is donated, back donation takes place. That's why the dipole moment of first compound is somewhat less than that of second compound. Here no such type of back donation occurs. So ethyl chloride shows higher dipole moment than that of vinyl chloride. Number 10. Prepare an insecticide by using these reagents: mercuric sulfate, H2SO4, nitric acid, acetylene and bleaching powder, CaOCl, First, so we have to arrange these reagents accordingly so that we can prepare the insecticide. First, the C2H2 acetylene when treated with mercury cation in presence of, mercury cation means mercuric sulfate in presence of dilute sulfuric acid, this is dilute sulfuric acid, by adding water we can make this, and heated up to 80 degrees centigrade, it produces CH3CHO. The addition of water molecule in triple bond system. So CH3CHO, first it is obtained. This when treated with bleaching powder solution, CaOClCl, the product will be, this is the haloform test, that means the product will be chloroform, CHCl3. And this chloroform when treated with concentrated nitric acid produces the insecticide known as the CCl3NO2, chloropicrin. This is the insecticide. So by using this reagent we can prepare this insecticide chloropicrin, CCl3NO2. Now these are the questions, 10 questions we have discussed, all have been explained. But if you have any problem, then put your comment on comment box so that I can I can explain your questions in our next video. Thank you.